Greetings! Welcome back to PinkOddBird. I'm back with my first of 2 December design team projects for Tsunami Rose. I am using a bunch of ephemera that she sent to us, as well as her big elements, the Min lined paper, and also so the Min, big elements, and some other printables and ephemera that you can find all in her shop, Tsunami Rose, on Etsy, and I will link to all of that below in the description box. So what I have is a more masculine, less feminine journal, and I kept it really simple on the outside, and I'm going to try and go through this so you can see. You'll have to bear with me because I hurt my finger falling down the stairs because I am a very clumsy person. Okay, so it's a small journal. It's about 6 1/4 tall by about 4 1/2 wide, I think. I will have to go back and remeasure that. As you can see, it's kind of chunky. The cover is made out of a very sturdy piece of chipboard that my mom gave to me from a pair of pants that she purchased at Costco. They wrapped it in this chipboard, and it's super durable. I just try to go for a little bit of a rustic kind of tattered look on the cover, so that's what you see. On the spine I put gold duct tape, and then it's a regular pamphlet stitch. And then the closure is a piece of blanket binding that I dyed with Tim Holtz Distress Ink Walnut Stain, and I attached it to this overall buckle, which I think is super cute. Okay, here I go with my freaking finger. Okay, so let's get into it. On the cover, I got this really cool piece of paper from, it came on a big roll. It's from a little antique shop by my house. And I love this little paper. I will probably be using this in more projects in the future, but I felt like it really went well with this journal. So in here, there's a lot, everything is coffee stained. There's a lot of rub-ons in the book. Tried to keep this book as, flat, friendly for writing purposes as I could. So let's go through it. So here there's some of Daisy's ephemera. So basically, unless I say otherwise, it came from Tsunami Rose. And this is one of them. There's so many cool pieces that she had that have like a lot of text on them. And it was really fun while I was making this to just kind of stop and read some of this. Really loved all of this ephemera. And it goes perfectly for this more masculine, less feminine journal. Okay, so here I just have some paper, some lined paper, square paper clip there, and then here's another piece, just plain on the back to write on. Some graph paper here with some really cool coffee staining on it. I'm just going to borrow this to show where all of the little tuck-a-tucks are. So this is some of Daisy's Big Elements Min lined paper from her shop. Love it. Since this journal is smaller, I did shrink some of the papers down. Actually, I shrunk down all the papers and the ephemera so that it would all be a little bit smaller for this book because I already had it in mind that I wanted to do a smaller journal. So again, a lot of ancestral rub-ons in this book. So they say things like family, ancestry, history, genealogy. Anyway, so there's a lot of those in this book as well. These were stickers that I just backed with cardstock and fussy cut and then turned them into spots to put papers behind. So again, this is from Tsunami Rose. Another tuck there. Some washi tape up at the top. Piece of cardstock that I turned into a side pocket. I love this page that she designed. It's got such a grungy look. I love it. A battleship trunk tuck spot. A little chipboard clock that I had, and I just felt like that would go good in here. I have a few of those pieces in here. I love that Daisy puts little, just neat little touches on some of the papers that she makes, like this writing that you see. and the faded writing. I just think that the detail level on these papers is something that I totally dig for sure. Some little pieces here is really cute. They're plain on the back. And because this journal is so small, I wanted to make sure that you had a lot of space to be able to actually write in this book, because it's small. Here, these are some pieces of scraps that I cut off of a bag that you'll see soon that was too big, but I wanted to put it in here because it's got lots of little mustaches on it. This is a business envelope, and then just a little writing paper on the inside. One of those really neat pieces of ephemera, and I just put 3 staples at the top, and you can flip it up and right underneath, and if you really wanted to, you could tack something on here and flip it back down. I thought that was a neat idea. Kind of fits with this book, I think. So tuck there, and then here's that bag that I was talking about. So as you can see, it was too large for the book, so I cut it down and added some washi. And then on the inside, there's just some coffee stained, coffee stained writing paper. If you guys have stairs in your house, just be careful because those things are like crucial. Okay. This is not from Tsunami Rose. That was just a piece of ephemera from a cart, one of those 12 by 12 card stocks. But this is from Tsunami Rose, and I love this little piece here. Stick to the mail lines, and it's got like trains and boats on there, and I kind of thought that went really well with this particular journal. Another one of the stickers that I fussy cut, and look, a little order sheet that she designed. They're already cute, and then I think because I shrunk them down, they're even cuter. I love them, and that's the fun thing about it, because you're able to resize stuff and make it fit to exactly whatever kind of project you're doing. So I think that's a really convenient feature. So here, a little typewriter. Thought that was cute. And I put it so that on the business side, you can see the typewriter through the little window. Tuck here. This little piece of paper that's behind the mustache, more of that scraps, because you guys know I'm trying to finish all my scraps. This is, it's a little sneak peek into my second project that I will be working on for December design team. It's going to be a neat one, I think. All right. Just tons and tons and tons of pretty ephemera. And as you can see, like, you can use it in so many different ways. You can smack it right onto the page. You can use them as, like this one's just on the page. You can use them as tuck spots. You can use them as writing areas. Just tons of different things like you can do. And there's, you know, sky's the limit, really. I just love that about it. 2 little index cards. I just used a brad to hold those together. And the coffee staining in this book, I think, came out really nice. So it's really also hard to cover up some of that, because I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I just like the way it really looks. And also, if you notice on Tsunami Rose, on the kits, there's also some coffee staining that's integrated into the design, and I like the way that looks too, because once you coffee stain the paper, it just gives it an enhanced look. So that's really neat. I like this little flip up idea. And there's the end of the book. And there's my stamp. So that's it. I had tons of fun working on this. It was something that's outside of the box for me. And I had been wanting to do this kind of closure for a while. It's been on my mind. So I finally got to use that. And I think it fits perfectly on this journal. I appreciate you guys all for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye.